Choosing the right niche as a videographer in 2026 is what determines whether you make a whole lot more money or you stay in the same place you were in 2025. And here's the thing, most videographers, just like you, are stuck in a place of being overworked, underpaid, and they have no clear direction on who can pay them the most amount of money. And so in this video, we're gonna break down how to get out of this position, right? So this video solves 3 massive problems for you. What niche is willing to pay you the most amount of money? Which niche needs your service more than ever? Like, where is your service absolutely necessary? Because sometimes you have a nice to have offer, and when you have a must have offer and a business sees that it's actually essential for the growth of their company, then they're willing to pay you a whole lot more. And so which niche needs that? And how can you charge way more and stop dealing with those one-off clients? How can you stop dealing with cheap people that don't value you at all? And so I'll break down which niche will pay you $6,000 plus upfront and a $2,500 monthly retainer month after month for years, not just a few months, right? And you need to make sure your offer is structured the right way. And this is the biggest opportunity for videographers and content agencies in 2026. And here's the thing. Let me show you just a very small example of what I mean by this. So my client Reyes was able to close a $10,000 deal within his first 4 days of implementing this exact process I'm about to break down for you, right? But not only that, we've realized that the only way for you to win in business is for your clients to win. And so what did he do? He set up our system and he helped his client that he closed $10,000 close a $160,000 job for their HVAC company. And what did that lead to? Well, that led to Reyes scaling to $75,000 a month as a video marketer and scaling his business to record months. And I actually have a whole case study on YouTube if you want to go check it out. And I'm going to break down exactly how he did this himself. And you might have heard the riches are in the niches, right? The riches are in the niches. But the problem is there's so many niches. There's so many opportunities for you, right? It's like the lady with the red dress or the grass is greener on the other side type of thing, right? Where every other opportunity sounds shiny and it looks great, but you don't know where to put all of your eggs in one basket. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do. So again, the riches are in the niches, and this is exactly what helped me scale my own content agency to $90,000 a month, and then my marketing consulting company to multiple 7 figures a year, because I figured out which niche I could truly serve. And so you want to avoid the cheap niches that make you very little money for a whole lot of work. Niches like wedding videography, real estate media, one-off jobs, one-off clients, that client that texts you and needs you every 1 or 2 months and you're like dependent on a few of these type of clients just to get by. The problem is you haven't made a name for yourself in an industry that needs your service, that in an industry where you're becoming the best known video marketer, the best known videographer in the city, right? And the problem with these industries is you have to do so much work for very little pay. So many gigs, so many jobs, so many one-off deals, so many times just to get by. In this case, it is a scaling in numbers game. That is not the game you want to play. You're building a business to have freedom, not to be trapped in it. And so here's the thing. Go after service-based businesses. And I'll break down exactly how to go after these businesses, how to attract them, and what to offer them. So there's thousands of them in your city. These are people like contractors, turf companies, roofers, med spas, right? Pool installation companies, mobile detailers, right? Every one of these kind of companies needs your service. And if you go after the home service niche and then the service-based niche in your city, you will become the #1 guy in your city because, again, you're competing with videographers and video marketers that are so scattered, like you were prior to watching this video. You're dealing with people that don't go all in on one industry. So the question then becomes, why do we go after these service businesses? Why them specifically? Well, they need your service because they're posting random graphic posts. I promise you, if you go to Google and you look up in your city, HVAC business, pool contractors, this is what their Instagram looks like. It's a bunch of photos, right? They have zero clue how to truly utilize Instagram and get leads coming their way. Again, they have no real brand, no real local authority. And so you need to solve that problem. And then they also have no real way to drive traffic to their page. And that's what I meant by the offer. You need to have an offer in front of them that is not just videos, because you don't want to be just a video marketer. You want to be someone that can help them truly grow and get leads. So now we're both aware that we need to help these service businesses, but I also want to show you how many of these industries there are in your city, because it is mind-blowing. And so I've helped 200 plus videographers help their clients implement this exact system. So I want to show you exactly what I mean by this. There are hundreds of different industries, and I'm just going to read some of them on this list. Obviously, I'm kind of blurring out the links because this is for clients to leverage only. But some of the industries are roofing companies, tree removal companies, landscaping services, moving companies, pool installation. I know that one absolutely crushes. One of my clients just helped a pool installation company launch an ad. They spent $1,800 in ads and closed a $90,000 pool job using this local ad system, plus high quality content. There's turf companies, mobile detailers, chiropractors, realtors. Like, it's absolutely insane. Here's what an example ad looks like. It's nothing crazy, right? But what you do is you call out the exact avatar, you shoot the content, and then you run this as a local ad to bring in local leads every single day, and you help them install the system. So it's very, very simple. So after listing off a few service businesses, I know there are thousands of them in your city, but again, I want you to understand why service businesses, why local businesses in your city that are service businesses, why work with them, right? They need your service more than ever. They need it. Because here's the thing, they don't know how to utilize Instagram. They don't know how to understand, they don't understand how to make high quality videos that actually convert. And they don't understand this entire game. They post these ugly graphic posts, and they're relying on Google and word of mouth, which is completely outdated, right? And then second reason, which is a big one, this is a big one for your business's growth, they actually have a budget to pay you. $6,000 upfront and $2,500 a month for your service. The problem is, right now, you're working with the cheapest clients or people that don't value your service. These businesses are different. These businesses actually set aside money every single month to work with people just like you, to hire a marketing company, a video company just like you, if you could present the right opportunity in front of them. And so, how do you become the best known video marketer in your city? Well, you need to understand, if you're going to help these local businesses, you need to also understand how to get attention to your page, right? If you're going to start working with these higher quality businesses, then you also need to become a local authority and a local celebrity almost in your city, where these people start recognizing you. And the only way to do that is to run one simple local Instagram ad, and it's absolutely insane. My client Trevor launched his first ad a couple months ago, and in his first month he spent $400 on ads, and he closed $26,000 in deals from that first $400. It's absolutely insane. And so if you plug in a proven process like this, you can absolutely crush it and become the best known city, right? You need to go after the right avatar, the right kind of client that's willing to pay you, and then you also need to have the right system. So you need to understand how to launch a winning ad. You need to set up a call, post some content, and once you start waking up to 20 to 40 new leads every single day using this automated system, you can then book them in using a ManyChat automation and a virtual assistant setter. It's a completely automated system that we help you plug and play into your business, and it's the same system you plug into a service businesses, right? And so close deals, become the #1 video marketer, you delegate setting, you scale up ad spend, you review your numbers, and you scale it up. You just duplicate what's working, and it's absolutely crazy, right? This is not theory. This system has helped over 250 videographers just like you become the best known in their city. You guys have probably seen Luke's ads. Literally in his first 6 months, we helped him go from $5,000 a month to $85,000 a month. He literally scaled to $280,000 collected in his first 6 months. And I did a client interview with him shortly after that, a couple of months after. He hit a $200,000 a month, which is absolutely absurd. No videographer doing one-off jobs or one-off shoots or whatever, working with cheap clients, has ever crossed anything over those kind of numbers, right? And Seb hopped on a call with me. We clarified his offer, and since then made $30,000 in 10 days. This is what happens when you have the right ad, the right funnel, and the stuff I show you guys on my YouTube is literally like 10 to 20% of what we actually have for the inner circle, what we actually show the inner circle on how to actually implement. Again, we've literally helped 250 plus videographers. This is a one-on-one help on how to scale this up. So look, if you want to make 2026 the most profitable year of your life, and you finally want to build a business that's already proven rather than trying to figure everything out yourself, then book in a call down below. We'll see if we're a good fit to work with each other. We'll give you a ton of value. And again, if you're not ready, continue watching all my YouTube videos. But if you've been on the fence for a while and you're like, dude, I see all these clients winning. I'm ready to win. Then book in a call. We'll give you a ton of value. We'll point you in the right direction. All right? Best of luck. See you on the next one. Let's go.